Hey, good morning. We're sitting here in Missouri. We elected to get up in one of our redneck blinds this morning. I do have my little girl with me. We kind of decided this would be a little more of a scouting trip. I do still have the Matthews with me, in case there is a mature buck that moves through here. But we've actually seen some pretty good action already this morning. We saw, I think, 10 or 11 does and fawns from this year come off back into some bedding, and then we saw some coyotes, and then I think 7 or 8 mallards. With that cold front, those ducks ought to be moving in here pretty good. But right now is an excellent time to get out there. Deer activity has been awesome. Not only when I've been sitting out there hunting, but also on all the cellular trail cameras from the Moultrie XA7000, my Cutting Link systems, and then the new Defender cellular camera from Browning. And that camera's working out really good. I actually need to get out there and do a review over that camera. I've been pretty impressed with that. I think it's got some pretty good capabilities, if you're looking into getting into some cellular cameras. But getting back to the deer hunting wise, Thursday morning I did hunt both morning and evening. The morning hunt had a lot of really good activity. I think there had to have been at least one doe in estrus that was around. I did have one of my big shooters come north of me about 60 yards, and I grinded at him 2 or 3 times, and he came on a beeline to me. But then he skirted up back to the east, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. And then I saw those does back there. So I don't know if he caught, if the wind swirled a little bit, and but he came within 30, 35 yards of me several different times. Just didn't have a good shot opportunity. But I went ahead and cleared out a couple different shooting lanes in there. I thought about doing it earlier in the year, but generally, I was just going off of what my cutting links were telling me in that particular piece of property, and those deer had been going that way, a different way, right there in front of the camera. Well, that deer was not in front of the camera, so I made the needed adjustments, and I've been staying out of there the last couple of days, and hopefully jump back up in that stand here on the next north wind. And then Thursday night, about 4 o'clock, there was a doe pop up on another piece of property, and I thought, and she kept looking back, so it took about 5-10 minutes, and then sure enough, another one of my big shooters was up with her. So it's time. Those first couple does should already be in estrus. Those big bucks should be cruising. So it can be this time of year can be some of the most rewarding times, but they can also be some of the most frustrating times as well. And it's just one of those things where patience is key, and you may not get the opportunity to shoot that deer at that second that you think that the opportunity, but that doe can definitely turn right back around, circle you, and provide another shot. Or if that doe's in estrus, there probably is going to be another mature deer not too far behind. But we've had some great weather. I think this is probably the best rut hunting weather that I think I've seen in probably 10-15 years. For just an overall mid-October all the way through, sitting today on into next week. Rifle season starts next weekend here in Missouri. So we're really looking forward to getting out there. There's some big fronts, or at least one big front moving in here. I believe it's Monday night, and Tuesday morning it's going to be, I think, 15 degrees and wind of 10 to 12 miles an hour. So I'm either going to be in one of these redneck blinds, or if I do elect to get up in one of those tree stands, I'm going to be having that heater bodysuit with me, and that's a really cool product. I've got a pretty good YouTube video review on that if you guys are, if you ever get cold up there in the stand, that heater bodysuit, that thing works awesome. So we'll move on to the Browning trail cameras review. And I do want to make sure that I thank all the veterans out there, for everything you guys have done for our country, providing the safety and security for this, for our country. And Yeah, I just can't thank you guys enough, for what you've dedicated to this country, gave up for this country, and like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature some, and best of luck on your upcoming hunt.